Hello, fashion lovers. Welcome to my channel. It is So with Choma. All right, and today's video it is this alter neck, all right, underburst gown that we will be cutting in this video. All right, now if it is what you are interested in, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. All right, I post video every day. All right, so be part of the family. All right, make sure you're a subscriber, and this is the calculation I'll be working with. Okay, you know how we do it on this channel. We start with the calculation. It makes our folding, our cutting easier. It is shoulder 16, bust 36, waist 28, half length 15, bust point 10, nipple to nipple 8, gown length 55, under bust is 13 and a half. Now my bust waist I divided by 4 inches. Whatever it gives me, I add to 2 inches. Okay. Now for a beginner, make sure you add your 2 inches. You add your allowance. I added 2 inches because this is a laced gown. Okay, the back is laced, so the bust is 2, the waist I added 3. All right, now do you know how we do it? The first thing is to check our highest measurement, then we'll start marking our horizontal lines. Okay, now for my horizontal lines, I'm marking my armhole depth, my bust point, my under bust, and my half length. Now I added extra 2. Okay, now you connect your lines properly the way it should be. All right, once you connect your line properly, now this is me just trying to draft out all the basic lines. Okay, all the basic line, and for this dress I'm going for armhole 8, and you can see this is my bust point, under bust, waist, and extra 2 inches. Once you have done that, you go to your shoulder and mark your shoulder. Okay, now once you have marked your shoulder, okay, you start marking out your basic measurement and the allowances. Okay, that is my bust, I've marked it. My waist, I marked it. That is the basic accurate measurement. This is the allowance. All right, now there are ways you go about this. You either cut your clothes without allowance. When cutting your pattern without allowance, rather, when cutting it on the fabric, you add your allowances there. You can either add it here or add it there, whichever one is still okay. All right, now I've marked it. The next thing is my nipple to nipple. 8 divided by 2 gives me 4, so that is what I marked now. My nipple to nipple divided by 2, that is what I marked. Remember, this fabric is folded into 2. Now 1 inches down from the armhole. All right, then you, by the under bust, you mark 1 inches. Use your French curve and connect it. You can see how I'm doing it. Now I'm trying as much as possible to be fast, so this video does not take too long. All right, now the same 1 inches, you come by the waist and mark it straight down this way. All right, now another thing we have to mark. Now remember, this is an under bust. Okay, by this side you mark 1 inches. The next thing you need to do is mark your bust dart. Now this your bust dart. All right, remember the under bust you're making, there shouldn't be any cut from above. So where else do you give it the kind of fitting for the bra is the bust dart, and that is the bust dart I mark. This part, all this will be cut off. Okay, so the other part is the bust dart. This other one is our normal dart. Now right at the under bust, look at this gown very well. Let me zoom it so you see it. All right, now look at where the opening is. It is right at the under bust. That is where that V, that kind of a oval shape started from. Okay, that is what I said. Let me zoom it so you see what I'm doing. All right, now you come at the under bust, measure 1 inches. We are here. I measured 1 inches. All right, once you measure 1 inches, you come up here. What neck width do you want? I'm going for 3.5. You can go for 4.5, whichever one you decide to go for, but I'm going for 3.5. All right. Now the next thing is I'll use my rule and connect it. This particular underbust, we have different kinds of underbust, but this one is exposing. There is no cover up in it. You can see it is exposing. So we are working with what is on the picture. Okay, so I've connected it from the underbust to the neck width up there. It's a more like a V, but it's not giving me a sharp V vibe. So I'll go in by half inches. Okay, right at the bust. You can see where I place my tape, half inches in. Then I'll give it a kind of a curve. All right, I'll give it a kind of a curve. Let me try French curve. It will work. If it doesn't, I'll use, I don't think it will work. It's not giving me what I want. This, I will go for freehand. I will do freehand for this, okay? Freehand for this. That center neck is giving a V, but it is not totally, it has this curviness. So I'm trying to achieve that same curvy effect at the front. All right, now having gotten to this level, the next thing is for us to curve, use our French curve to curve. All right, now on the part of the underbust, just watch how I'm placing my curve. Now there's no sharpness on this front on the center, this particular place on the dress. So I'll just go this way, maybe tiny inches above is okay, or you go straight, but give it a kind of curve. Then this way, how do you go about it? Now, first thing first, you can either measure. You can go with 4 from where I place my tape. You can go with 4 or you can go with 5, depending on the size of your breast, or you can just go with the person accurate measurement. Less for me, I will say go with the person's accurate measurement. That is what I'm working with. Okay, remember where this bra should end is where half of the person's measurement. So just work with the accurate person's measurement. That was why I marked the actual person's measurement and added my allowance. All right, so you can see how I connected it. Where I connected it to is the accurate measurement. Then place your French cup this way, connect it straight. Connect it straight. I wish I can. Let me zoom this side of this gown so you see it. Now you can see the side. See how we connected. Okay, so that is what we did here. I hope I'm able to explain what I did here. I just connected it straight. This corset, this part of the armhole was sewn to the dress. Okay, so once you get here, this particular place, all right, you can increase it if you choose to. Maybe you don't want it exposing by the armpit, but this particular dress, the armpit is open, so no need extending it. All right, but if you choose to extend it, it's matter of choice. But with the style on the picture, there is no extending because you can see the armhole is properly open. Now from here, you choose. You can either take 2. If you decide it to be 1.5, you decide it to be 2 inches. Whatever you decide is your choice. Okay, but I'm going for 2. Place your French curve this way that I just placed it. The slimmer, the better. All right. Then you connect it from here back here. Now let me explain something. This under bust corset is an halter neck, all right, and that halter neck is tieable to the neck. It extends. Therefore, this pattern, I will equally need it to, I'll have to cut it again on, to give it that extension for the tie. It is tieable at the neck. Okay, so first thing first, let's cut. Watch me while I do all that. I think it will be better off. I will definitely get to that stage. So first, let's cut. Am I cutting? I will be cutting my dart out. Yes, I will be cutting my dart out. Now, there are two ways of going about this dart. Either you sellotape it back and just cut it, or you just keep sewing, cutting it the way it is. You can either fold it in, or you go the way I am right now. But for me, I prefer to cut it through. Now, this alternate bustier is so exposing, all right. If you don't have enough curve, if you don't give the breast enough curve, you can see how I sellotaped it. It's giving the curve already. If you don't give it enough curve where the breast, the bust will be entering, all right, to stay comfortably, it will be going off from the person's dress. So to avoid that, your corset under cup has to be curved enough to fit the person's size. That is why I prefer you use the person accurate measurement, leave the sewing allowance, all right? Just like I marked it, everything you curve should stop right at the actual measurement. Now, I've taken out the darts, okay, and I've pinned. You can see how I pinned. I used sellotape to hold it down. Now, this is the armhole part of it, okay. Like I said, the slimmer the better is matter of choice. All right, now we have gotten here. You can see what I'm doing. Now I'm trying to get the back of this gown. I'm trying to cut the back before cutting every other thing. Now you already know the back starts from the B. Is a strapless, is an open back. It starts from the B, the bust part, armhole depth. So me placing it this way is just to get my length, to make sure they are both on the same length. All right. Now, after placing it this way, making sure it is starting from the armhole, I will cut. Now this gown, the back is laced, as you can see. So as you can see, the back is laced, okay, you see that. Now once this is where the back starts, right, I'll just need to cut it straight, nothing else, for it to be on the same level, the same page with the front, the armhole to the gown length. Okay, so once I have this, now because it is laced, all right, I've indicated my upper part and my waist part. All right, the next thing I'll do is mark 2 inches. It is laced, and when it comes to that, you don't use accurate measurement. If not, you will not be able to snatch it. Whenever it comes to corset lacing, it needs to be snatched. So I'm taking out to 2 inches. That is 2 inches that I marked. All right. So this part will be cut off, not needed. It will be cut off 2 inches. So the next thing is I'll start marking my measurements. Okay. Remember to start from the beginning here. My waist is 7. Now add allowance if you choose to, but you can work with 2 inches. The same thing here, 9. Add your 2 inches allowance. All right. Then you connect. As a beginner, allowance is necessary. So even if you make mistake, you can easily adjust it. There will be an allowance, enough fabric to adjust. So this is my back. All right. Now the 2 inches will be cut off. Now the kind of dart on this back, a normal way is that we can cut it and sew it back, whichever way. All right, or you sew it on the fabric. So this is me indicating the part so I don't make mistake when I cut. each and every one. Then I'm cutting the excesses out. All right, this 2 inches will be cut off too for the lacing. And once we have done that, the back is ready. All right, our back part, our back pattern, it is ready. So guys, if you're still watching, please, if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. All right, and do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. And for our amazing fans, friends, we have membership. You can be our member, all right, if you wish to, and I will really appreciate it. Is just click and join to be our member. All right, so this is me cutting. All right, I've done the cutting of the neck. The next is this the corset, the cup part. All right, the underbust cup part, that is where this part is what is remaining to cut. And remember, because I've cut and sellotaped, I need to hold it down properly. I cannot afford any side being bigger than to the other, so that is why I'm holding it properly to cut. So once you cut, you can see what I'm cutting. Let's record this. I did the cutting of the other side, is remaining one side. Now I've done cutting. These are my pieces. Okay, this is the front. Let me take it out. The neckline or neck depth, let me take that, is not needed. Okay, now this is exactly what I need. These are what I need. All right, now for us to continue, two things. Please, we have to record these parts. All right, like I told you earlier, this particular halter neck is tied on the neck. That means the shoulder or the rope or the band was extended, and for that I just need to place this. All right, once I place it, I will extend the shoulder, the rope, the band, so it will be able to be tieable. First, I need to use sellotape, hold every area down before doing this. All right, now this is, let me just use marker to draft it. So you can see I just want to indicate the center. Now, how tiny or how big is your choice? If you want it big, your choice. You can see what I did. This is not compulsory, it must be this tiny. Yours can be big. Yes, it can be up to 2 inches. It's matter of choice. All right, so once you have it this way, you cut. Okay, now I'm to cut everywhere, trace it out properly. Now, if I'm to attach this when cutting, like I want to, when cutting it from afresh, I can decide to put this extra band on the neck when cutting, but that will be ahead of the shoulder. Okay, so this is it. And you have to be careful not to make mistake. Every line on this bra or corset or underbust, it is very important. So this is it. This is it. Now definitely we'll have to check to see if what we did is what is on the picture. All right, now this down part of it, I will have to recut it to one. This cutting by the side, I do not want it. Okay, the where I sellotaped, I do not want it. So I'll just need to place it on fabric and trace it. Okay, I don't want too much cut on the dress. So I'll just place it and retrace it. Okay, then that way I don't need to cut the armhole depth anymore. Sorry, yeah, I don't need to cut the bust depth. So it will just be smooth. Okay. Now this is me placing it on another pattern paper to trace it out. So you can see I'm cutting it exactly. So I use sellotape to hold this down. Now you can see 1 inches below my placing it. I went down by 1 inches. Okay. But every other thing is the same. So having traced it, I will equally trace this one. All right, and add the 1 inches to the length. You can see this is it. I'm tracing it. So this is it. So after cutting, I just need to take this part out. This is it. All right, this is the front of that upper part of our dress. This is the front. Can you see how it is? What I just need to do is use sellotape and hold it together. That is what I need to do. Use sellotape and hold it together. Now before holding it together, this is, I've equally held the cup, the corset cup itself. You can see how it looks. Now if what is on this table, it is what is on the picture, please let me know. Is it giving? Let me know on the comment section. Like I usually say, if you're a beginner and you are not using your pattern paper, you're missing out. Looking at this, I know I'm on the right track. I know I am on the right track looking at this. So always use your pattern paper. If you're on my channel and you're trying any of the my content teachings out, use pattern paper before fabric. Now this pattern paper is already giving us the style. So when I move to the fabric, I know definitely I'm on the right track. Now for our back, we just need to place it. Remember it is laced. All right, and this is the front. Very easy. And for the down is flare. You can use 90-degree flare for it. If yeah, 90-degree flare, and you can equally use 360 flare. Look at it very well. Now if you want that basquing, or maybe you want a little bit sharpness at the front, you can do that. It's matter of choice. All right, now this style is given already what is on the picture. So if you have not subscribed, guys, please do subscribe. I post video every day. Be part of the family, and feel free to join our Telegram group. All right, now this is it. If you want anything you want, you can do on the down. You want it sharper, you want it curved, it is matter of choice. Now, my question is this giving? Is it giving what is on the picture or not? Yes or no? Let me know on the comment section. Thank you for always watching. I appreciate.